I'm going to show you how you can rank your fashion brand #1 in Google using my proven 7-step SEO process. I've used this exact process to help my clients bring in over 50,000 per month in organic revenue. I'm Tyler Nubach, the founder of SEO Align. I've helped dozens of fashion brands bring in more organic traffic and revenue with SEO. And today I'm going to show you the SEO process I use to help them get results time after time. So please like this video to show me you're excited, and let's dive in. Okay, let's talk about step #1, identify the right keywords. So this is going to be a two-part step here. The first part here is going to be if you have an existing page that you're trying to rank. And so I'm just going to use this page as an example. This is sweatybetty.com, and this is their pants page. So it looks like they don't have any real keyword targeting here. So let's go ahead and take this page and identify the right keyword to target for this page. So the best way to do that is to take this URL, plug it into a tool like SEMrush, and we want to look at all of the keywords that we're currently ranking for on this particular page. So make sure you paste it in here, make sure you look at exact URL, and then we'll go ahead and click this number here to look at all of the keywords that we're ranking for. Okay, so we have 646 keywords. What you want to do then is just go ahead and export this entire list. So I'm just going to come over to the right side and I'm going to export this list. Okay, so I just copy and pasted the data into a Google Sheet here. And so what we're looking at now is we're looking at all of the keywords that we're currently ranking for. And these are the keywords. We have our current position. We have the search volume, which is the estimated number of times this keyword is searched in Google per month. We have the keyword difficulty. This is on a scale from 0 to 100. The lower the number, the easier it's going to be to rank for. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it is to rank for. CPC is the cost per click. This is how much people are paying per click in Google to rank for this keyword. So this is a really good indication that if it's a high cost per click, it's probably a valuable keyword if people are willing to spend a lot of money to bring in clicks for that keyword. This is the URL that's ranking, and so this is just going to be the same URL since we just pulled information from that one page. We have traffic. This is estimated total number of traffic that keyword is bringing in to this website. And then the last one is keyword intent. So this is the actual intent of the searcher, what they're trying to do when they search for that particular keyword. So these are all going to be really important things to look at. URL, not as much because we know this is all for that same URL. So what you want to do now, the first step, is look through and try to identify some of the most relevant keywords to this page. So what I know about this page is that this particular category page sells workout pants. So now that I know that, I can come back over to this keyword sheet, and now I just want to look through. I don't want to target anything that's branded. Our homepage is going to be dedicated for those branded searches, but just go through and identify some of the most relevant keywords based on what is being sold on this page. Another thing that's helpful is to sort this by search volume. So I just sorted this by search volume. So we're seeing the keywords that are searched the most at the top. So you don't want to pick keywords just based on search volume alone, but it is important you want to target keywords that do get searched. So I'm going to look at these keywords from search volume down, and I'm just going to pick out some of the most relevant keywords that we could go after. Okay, so I picked out some of the most relevant keywords that we could go after. And what I did was I just highlighted them green, so I can come over here and I can filter this column. And we'll look at only ones that have that fill color. So I picked out these keywords as being some of the most relevant keywords that we could go after. So once you have those picked out, so you're kind of narrowed down your list of keywords. These are all the different keywords that we could go after. And you'll notice that some of them are very, very similar to each other, and that's okay. The goal here is to pick out the very best keyword that we can based on all of the information that we have. So what we want to look at is relevance. So we already did that step. We determined that all of these keywords are very relevant to what we offer. Position, this is really important. This is where you're currently ranked. So if you're showing up in position 90, it's going to be really hard to take that keyword from position 90 and get it in the first few spots to bring in meaningful traffic. The lower you are here, the easier it's going to be to get to those first few positions. So it's really important to take your current position into consideration. Next one, search volume, another important one. This is how often the keyword is searched in Google again. So obviously we want to be ranking for keywords that get searched a lot. Keyword difficulty, we want to target keywords that have a low keyword difficulty. Like I mentioned, cost per click is a good indication of how valuable that keyword is. And keyword intent is a really important one to look at too. We want to target keywords that are actually going to turn into revenue for us. So we have all of these different things to look at. So what you need to do from here is look at these keywords and just balance out all of this information to come up with the best keyword to target. We're looking for one individual keyword to go after. So there's no real science to this. It's just kind of a matter of balancing all of these out. You can, a really good way to do this is you could plug all of this information into ChatGPT and tell it you're looking for the best keyword to target and to look at all of this information to determine what keyword to target. ChatGPT is really good at data analysis, stuff like that. So would definitely recommend trying it just to see what it gives you. But since we're not working with that many keywords here, we can look at this information. And I might say, based on all this that I'm seeing, workout pants might be our go-to here. Position number 24, this is one of the lower ones on this list. It gets searched the most out of all of them by quite a bit. Cost per click is the highest, which means it's probably the most valuable keyword to show up out of all of these. And it's a commercial intent, which means when people are searching for this keyword, they're looking to buy products. That's really important. We don't want to target keywords that have informational intent, at least not with our category pages. So this one I'm going to say is the winner, and we're going to go after workout pants on this particular page. So part number 2 of identifying the right keywords is if you don't have a page in place that you're trying to get ranked yet. So you're just trying to come up with new keyword ideas. So in that case, the best thing to do would be to take your broad topic. So let's say that you specifically sell yoga pants. So the best thing to do in that case is to come over to Google, type in yoga pants, and come over to the very first result and open up that page. And we're going to take this URL and we're going to plug it into SEMrush. And then what we can do is we can look at all of the keywords that this specific page is ranking for. And this is going to give us a really good list of keywords to potentially go after. So I'll just open that up. Okay, so then what you'll want to do is go through that same process that you went through in the first part that I went over and just look at all of the keywords that this particular page is ranking for and go through that same process and figure out what the best keyword is going to be for you to show up for. For example, their best keyword being yoga pants, that might not be the best keyword for you to go after because it has a pretty high competition and you're not ranking anywhere for it yet. So that probably isn't going to be your best keyword. You might be looking at something a little more specific if you want to actually give yourself a good chance to rank for that keyword. So go through the list and then go through the same prioritization steps that I gave in part 1 of this to pick out the keyword that you want to go after with your new page. Okay, let's talk about step number 2, which is matching search intent. So I'm going to come back over to our sheet here. We had identified the keyword workout pants that we're going to go after. So what's really important here is to be absolutely certain that the page that we have is matching the search intent of the keyword that's being searched. So the best way that we can verify this information, we see over here the search intent is commercial, but we want to double, triple check this work because this is super important. Because if we have a page type setup that does not match what the searcher is looking for, it's going to be hard to get ranked. And even if you do get ranked, it's not really going to help you. So the best way to do this is to take your target keyword and plug it into Google and check out the top 10 results and see what's currently ranking. And we're looking at the page type. So if we look at target here, this looks like it is a category page of workout pants. And it is. So we'll go back to the next one. Dick's Sporting Goods also looks like it's a category page, an Amazon category page, Lululemon category page, Rider Wear collection page. So we can know, looking at the first 5 results, we can be certain that the search intent, when somebody is searching for workout pants, they're looking for workout pants to buy. So this one might seem a little bit obvious, but it's not always the case. It's not always this obvious. Even if you think it's obvious, make sure to check the results, because if you only see blog posts in the search results, it's going to be really hard for you to rank your category page in the search results. And you might want to go back and choose a new keyword. So really important, make sure you double, triple check this, because if you don't get this right, this can cause the rest of your strategy to not fall into place. So make sure you get this part right. Okay, let's talk about step number 3, which is improve your on-page optimization. So I'm going to come back over to our page here. So now that we have our target keyword of workout pants, I'm going to come over to this category page. Now we need to talk about what we can do to actually optimize this page so that we have the best chance of ranking for it. So what we want to do is you want to make sure you have the exact keyword in the title tag. You want to have the exact keyword in the meta description. You want to have the exact keyword in the category title or the H1. And then you want to have the exact keyword in the description if you have one. So if I hover over this browser tab, this shows me the title tag. And I see right now it is women's workout pants, bar running and yoga pants, bar sweaty Betty. So this one is okay, but it could be improved. So you want to make sure, especially if you don't have a website with a crazy high authority, you want to make sure that you're targeting a very, very specific keyword and you're not targeting anything else. This title tag shows me that it looks like they're targeting the keyword workout pants, but they're also targeting the keyword running pants and yoga pants. And this can be an issue because, like I said, if you don't have enough authority, it's really hard to rank for several different types of keywords. So what I would do here is strip out running and yoga pants, and I would just have it be women's workout pants, bar sweaty Betty. We want to make it as clear as possible to Google that this is what the page is about. If you have a bunch of different keywords in there, it can get confusing to Google, and you just probably won't rank at all. So then again, make sure the keyword is in the meta description. This title here, this H1, this should be workout pants instead of just pants. Just another relevant signal to Google that the page is about workout pants, not just pants. Again, these are really important places to have your keywords. You just want to make sure you have the keyword in the most important places. So this description here looks like it has the keyword workout pants, but it also looks like that's linked to a different page. So that's actually going to be a problem because we don't want to target the same keyword on multiple pages. I'll get into that a little bit later in the video, but you definitely don't want to be targeting the same keyword on multiple different pages. So I like that the keyword's in here, but it definitely should not be linked to a different page about workout pants. So again, you want the keyword in your title tag, meta description, H1 tag or collection title if you're on Shopify, and then the category description if you have one. It's really important that you're not targeting the same keyword on multiple different pages, because if you are, what's going to happen is that creates a keyword cannibalization issue, and you're just going to end up not ranking at all for either one of your pages. So you want to make sure, go through all the different pages on your site and just check out your keyword targeting and make sure you're not targeting this keyword on any other pages. So this would really concern me if I was working with this brand, because this is a very clear keyword cannibalization situation. So just make sure that you're not targeting the same keyword on multiple pages, and then you'll be okay. Okay, let's talk about step number 4, which is improve the user experience. So starting all the way from the very beginning here. So I'm going to open up a search result here for workout pants. And when you have your title tag, you should include your exact keyword in the title tag. You should also include something that makes it enticing for users to click on. You want to be very clear about what you sell, but you also want to attract them in any way that you can. So Target here says workout pants for women. We have Dick's Sporting Goods, which is workout pants for women, free curbside pickup at Dick's. So they added this little extra part in here that's trying to make it a little more enticing to click on. You should really look at doing something like that, something to add a little bit extra. So you can have your exact keyword in there, but try to bring them in. Try to create a really good user experience for them by bringing them to your website. Same thing with the meta description. That's right here. You should, again, have your keyword in here, but also have it interesting. Don't have a bland meta description. Make it something interesting where people want to go to your site and learn more. So the next step, once they're on your website, really important you have a clear title. So right here, again, we just have pants, which isn't a good indication of what this page is about. When somebody lands on your page, it should be crystal clear what you're selling. And sure, these are all pants, but these are all workout pants specifically. So that should be indicated in that title here. Make sure the text underneath your title doesn't cause any sort of issue where people need to scroll to get to your products. So this is 3 lines. It bumps it down a little bit, but this isn't too bad. You can see when you land on this page, you can see products right away. You want to make sure you don't have a long paragraph at the top that causes users to have to scroll down to get to products, because it just creates a bad user experience. And the last thing I just wanted to talk about is making sure you have high quality images. So this site does this pretty well, where they have different images. You hover over it, you can see a different image that showcases the pants. This is a good example of images that they're doing it well. They have high quality images and they're really demonstrating the pants that they have here. So just do everything you can to create a good user experience. And that's only going to help your SEO effort, because Google puts such an emphasis on user experience when it comes to SEO. They use click data, they use engagement data for their algorithm. So it's really important not only to create your page for Google, but to make sure you're creating a good user experience for anyone that lands on your site. Okay, let's talk about step number 5, which is add internal links. So once you have your keyword picked out, you've done the on-page optimization, you're creating a good user experience, the next step is to add internal links from other pages. So a really good way to do this is to look at the blog content that you have and try to find relevant places where you can internally link to this page. So you should have, if you have a category page, you should absolutely have content around that category. And by looking at the blog content, just find natural places to promote this category page within the blog content. Do this as many times as you can that is actually natural in the content. If you're able to link to this category from blog posts that are actually bringing in organic traffic, or blog posts that have backlinks, that's going to help you out a ton, because it's only going to pass that authority through to this category page, and it's going to help this category page rank a lot better too. So make sure to go through all of your existing blog posts and just try to find anyone that's relevant that you can drive an internal link through to this specific category page. Step number 6 is topical authority. And this goes right in line with the last step that we talked about with internal links. So now that we have a category page, we want to build as much topical relevance as we can. And so the best way to do that is to create content around this topic. So a few different ways you can do this is to create content answering questions people have about the products. So any questions people have about workout pants, create a blog post answering those questions. Another way to do it is to create content that positions your product as a solution for a problem that people have. So both of those ways are really good ways to build topical authority, because you want to talk as much as you can and go in depth about the products that you sell, because what that does is that shows Google and it shows users that you're an expert on this topic. And when you're internally linking to your category page and everything flows really smooth, that helps that category page rank really well, because Google then knows you're talking all the time about this topic and you're going really in depth. They know they can trust you and they want to rank your website because of that. So one way you can find blog topics to write about is to just search your keyword in Google. So I have workout pants here, and you'll see in a lot of searches, if I scroll down, explore brands, you'll see in a lot of searches, like we have discussions in forums, women's workout pants that aren't leggings, workout pants that don't roll. So you can see questions, real questions that people have here, and you can create content around those topics. A lot of times you'll see people also ask a section that's very similar to that, discussions in forums, where it'll show you questions people are asking around that topic. So really good, easy way to find content ideas, because you know people are searching for those keywords. So you could also dig into those forums a little bit too, and just look at what types of questions people have. You can answer those and go in depth on the topic. You're going to build a lot of topical authority, and it's going to help your overall rankings a lot. Okay, let's talk about step number 7, which is acquire relevant backlinks. A backlink is when another website links to your website. This is really important because this is how you build authority and rank for competitive keywords. That's why you see really big name brands ranking in the top results all the time, because they have a ton of these backlinks. You want to find relevant websites you can get links from. So a really good way to do this is to identify your your top websites you would really, really like a link from, and then just chip away. A really good way to do this is to try to build relationships with journalists that write for those publications and just build a relationship with them and see if there's any way you can get featured in one of their future articles. So this is a really slow process and you have to be patient with it, but a lot of people aren't willing to do this. And that's why if you are, you're going to be able to land some really good backlinks that have a really big impact on your authority that are going to help you rank really well. So that's a really good way to do it. Another way to do it is with a platform like Quoted. This is a really cool platform because journalists from publications are looking for expert quotes to add in their articles. So these journalists are writing articles and they want quotes from people like you that you can pitch in, and they can include your quote and link back to your website. So there's some really awesome publications that post on here, and it's a really good way to get some amazing backlinks. All you have to do is monitor the requests that come in. When you see relevant requests, submit a quote giving your insights. And as long as you have a decent quote that isn't written by AI and you spent some time in it, it's a good quote, there's a really good chance you're going to get coverage in that story. So you can see the publications too. So you can pitch to some of the best publications out there and potentially get a backlink from them. I've been able to get backlinks from Homes and Gardens, Forbes, Best Life, and National Geographic for some of my clients with using Quoted. So it's a really awesome platform. I would definitely recommend it. If you want to rank your fashion brand #1 in Google, then make sure to follow each step in this video. Or you could just have me help you instead. Just head over to SEOalign.com and schedule a call to see if we'd be a good fit to work together. And if you got value out of this, please like this video and subscribe for more fashion SEO videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.